This news update is brought to you by
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Tuesday, June 24th, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. Good afternoon. Insurance companies are being hit hard by fraud. That's according to the head of Crime Stoppers International, Devrol Dupigny. He says the agency has recorded some 77 reports since it began operating in Barbados in 2009. Insurance companies have for some time now been complaining about fraudulent personal claims. And Dupigny says there's also a big problem when it comes to fraud in the workplace.
There's an increase in occupational fraud within our businesses. Many of our businesses are hurting, some as a result of the theft of diesel in some instances, the theft of supplies, embezzlement. You're talking about under-invoicing and how that is being perpetrated by some of our CEOs and MDs. And all these reports have in fact been received by Crime Stoppers and relate to the Royal Barbados Police Force for their action.
Tourism officials are trying to get visitor spending on par with arrivals, with projections of a 0.6% rise in arrivals this year. Chairman of the Barbados Tourism Authority, Adrian Alcock, says the focus must change in order to bring in much-needed revenue. As such, he says the BTA will be rolling out a number of new initiatives in the coming weeks.
We've had some challenging times, we've been first to admit that. But we have created a strategy where we've looked at how we can reposition Barbados in a sustainable way to ensure that we protect our foreign exchange, most important foreign exchange sector. And that sustainability will come by, be buttressed by a very strong marketing initiative that will be rolled out over the coming weeks. That initiative will take advantage of the 74 million Sky Miles card holders in the Delta network. We think that's an exciting opportunity where we can leverage the potential of getting people interested in Barbados, but it will also work with our seasoned tour operator partners in the marketplace.
In other news, President of the Barbados Economic Society, Jeremy Stephen, is calling for more engagement between unions and the workers they represent. Speaking at a productivity analysis for accountants meeting this morning, Stephen made it clear that representation was not enough in these trying times. He says there's now a need for unions to educate as a way of increasing productivity.
I figure it would be a major incentive towards becoming productive if wages were not as sticky. So this is a call, and I was asked to be a bit controversial here, but this is a call to the unions to understand their role, or to reinvigorate the role that they've had, where it's not just about workers' representation anymore, but worker education. And once workers are united, they become educated, they become basically motivated, and they probably have a bit more of a deep-seated interest in the productivity, or rather the profitability of their firms.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
Welcome back. We continue with regional news. The Trinidad and Tobago government welcomes an appeal court ruling on the Clico debacle. Yesterday, the court overturned a high court decision that the full sums of policies be paid to members of the United Policyholders Group. Attorney General Anand Ram Logan, describing Monday's judgment as a landmark one, says the country has been saved from paying over $1 billion to policyholders of the cash-strapped insurance company. But the policyholders group says it will be appealing to the London Privy Council for redress. Further afield, the Sudanese woman who was freed from death row yesterday has been rearrested. According to reports, Miriam Ibrahim, who was sentenced to hang back in May for renouncing her Islam faith, was detained by 40 security agents along with her family as they tried to make their way to the United States. Sources told the BBC the family was taken to the headquarters of one of Sudan's security agencies. And that's where we end the noon update today. You can join us again at 6 this evening. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by